Hello students, how are you? Welcome to Mehdi English School. Myself Nilofer Miss and my subject is mathematics that you all know, right? And this online section, today's online session is for the class 2 students. So I hope that you all are ready to attend this online session. So as you know that I always show you one quote before we begin our lecture. So here is the today's quote that never be a second, be the first. Never think about that if I am not able to get a first rank, then I will be able to get the second rank. Don't be a second, be the first one. Always you have to just decide, your goal will be always to be first, not to be second, never to be second. You have to just set your mind that always you have to get the thing, achieve the thing by be a first, always be a first thing. Now let's start the revision of the FA3 chapter number 8. Today is your maths paper, right? FA3 exams is there, and the maths paper is there also. So I hope that you are well prepared for the exam. You will get the good marks. So in the next lecture we are going to start the new chapter, but let's complete the revision of the problem solving first here, and then we are moving to the new chapter. But here, as you know that today's mathematics paper is there, the link will be sent to you by 8 o'clock night, and you have to give the exam without fail, because link will be closed at 12 o'clock. So without fail, please attend the questions, attend the link, attend the exam. Don't leave any question, just try to attend full exam. So I hope that you will give exam 8 o'clock. So let's do revision of the previous topic first, and then we will start the next one. So here is the revision of the previous topic. So now dear students, let's start the revision. Now we completed the revision. So here is the today's topic and the textbook exercise. So here is the textbook exercise, students. Let's start doing it. So I want to tell you that mass promotion will be not there. We must compulsory give the exams. And here is the question number A. The classroom has 3 walls with 5 display charts on each wall. How many charts are in the classroom? So first of all, we must have understood the question first. We have to listen the question first, and then we have to find some numeric information from this, that how many. Here you can see, here is 3 and here is 5. So there are 3 walls with 5 display charts. You can see this. So the question is, how many charts are in the classroom? This way you have to just think about it, that how many total charts we have to find out that how many total charts are in the classroom. We also have a notice board on which we stick the charts that you are making, right students? So here is the picture. You can see here this types of wall in our classroom has also, right? This types of notice board is there, and this types we are sticking the charts only. So these types of, how many 3 walls are there, and each wall has 5 charts paper on it, right? So this is for the example. These types of 3 walls will be there, and each wall has 5 charts paper on it. So you have to just decided how to solve the sum. So here we find out some numeric information. Here is, you can see 3 and here is 5. You can see this, right? So dear students, here I am writing 3 and 5. So 3 5s are or 5 threes both are equal to 15. How much it is? 3 fives or 5 threes both are equal to 15, right? So it is equal to 15. So we must have write the answer in the words also. As you know, whenever you solve the problem solving sum, this is compulsory to write down answer in the words. So there are 15 charts in the classroom. How many? So this way you have to just solve the multiplication sum, which is word problem. So now this way you have to write down answer, then 2 dots you have to put and write down that there are 15 charts in the classroom, right students? Now here is next question we are going to. I hope you will understood this sum, and these types of question maybe come into the FA3 exams. So please learn well for the exam. Please do revision of all the subjects. Now sum number B is there. There are 2 staff room with 5 fans in each room. Just read the question very carefully first, that there are 2 staff rooms with 5 fans in each room. How many fans in all? If you can't understood, read the question twice, 3 times also. If you not understand, then you have to read it 5 times, but this is compulsory to understand the question. There are 2 staff rooms with 5 fans in each room. How many fans in all? So students, our school has also a staff room. So what is the meaning of staff room? So staff room, it means where all the teachers can sit, right? All the teachers can put their things. So here is, I will show you the picture of staff room and having the fans. So this way one staff room has 5 fans in it, right students? So this way you have to just decide that one staff room has 5 fans. So here these types of 2 staff room are there. It means there are 5 fans in one classroom, in one staff room, and there is another 5 fans in the another staff room, right? So the question is, how many fans in all? So 5 twos or 2 fives both are equal to 10. So how many fans in all? So you can write down there are 10 fans in all. You have to write down answer in the words also, that there are 10 fans in all. This is the answer, and this is compulsory to give answer in the words also, right? Now the question number C is there. There are 4 chalk boxes in the cupboard. Each box has 6 chalks. So how many chalks in all? This way you have to just note down this, that there are 4 chalk boxes in the cupboard. Each box has 6 chalks. In our class also there is a cupboard when I put my things, right? If you remember your classroom, you can see there are also cupboard is there in the classroom, right? So there are 4 chalk boxes in the cupboard, and each chalk box has 4 chalks. See, I am just carry these types of chalk box with me, if you remember, right students? So the question is that how many total chalk boxes are there? Because there are total 4 chalk boxes. How many? Total 4 chalk boxes are there, and 6 chalks in each box are there. So the question is, how many chalks in all? So 4 sixes or 6 fours is equal to 24. How much it is? Both are same. If you count 4 sixes or if you count 6 fours, both are same, which is 24. Now the answer you have to give in the words form also, that there are 24 chalks in all. Of how to write? So this way in the words to give answer, that is compulsory, right students? So this way you have to write down. Now the question number D is there. Dhruv has 2 maths periods. every day he goes to school 6 days in a week. Right? Dhruv has 2 maths period and he goes to school 6 days a week. So how many maths periods does Dhruv have in all? So every day he is having 2 maths period and he is going to school 6 days in a week. One day is a holiday, which is Sunday. So on Sunday he is not going to school. So this way you are also coming to school, right students? I will show you that this way you are going to school and soon you will start coming to school, but not now. So maybe Dhruv go this way. Now the question is, he is having 2 maths period every day, right? Dhruv is having 2 maths period every day and in a week he is going to school 6 days because the 7th day is a holiday, which is Sunday. So 2 6 or 6 2 both are equal to how much? So 12. The answer is 12. Now here is answer we have to give in the words also, because it is compulsory to give answer in the words. So here is, he have 12 maths periods in a week. This way you have to give the answer that he have 12 maths periods in a week. Now so this way you have to write down all the sums into the rough book 2 times, because maybe these types of questions will come into the FA3 exam and your exam starts from tomorrow, which is 1st date, right? So please learn and write, do revision of all the things. That is compulsory to you all students to do this. Now here is the today's topic. Read the following word problem and decide. This is the today's new topic. Read the following word problem. Read the following word problem and decide whether they are addition, it is a subtraction or multiplication, and circle the correct symbol. Now in this you have to just read the word problem very carefully, and then after reading you have to decide which sum it is. It is addition, it is a subtraction, or it is a multiplication. You have to decide this which sum it is, and after deciding no need to solve the sum. If you are deciding this is addition, no need to solve. You have to just circle on correct symbol whether it is addition, subtraction or multiplication. No need to do it. So I will explain to you this with the help of some examples. This is the textbook question, but we are taking first some examples, then we will move to the textbook exercise. But here is some examples so you will be better understood this. Josh had 16 marbles. Read the question very carefully. Josh had 16 marbles in his collection. He lost 7 marbles. So how many marbles does he have now? So from these 3 given options you have to decide that which operation we have to follow. It is addition, subtraction or multiplication. Exactly which operation we have to follow. That total he have 16 marbles and 7 he lost. It means you have to cut 7 marbles from the 16. So you have to decide that which type of sum we have to perform. It means addition, subtraction or multiplication. What to follow? So for this my answer is, what is my answer? Subtraction, because you have to cut 7 marbles from the 16, because total you have 16 and 7 you have to cut from it because you lost 7 from 16. So you have to just decide that this is the subtraction and just circle on it. Now the next one is Megan has 19 seashells. How many more seashells does she need to find to have 25 seashells in her collection? So Megan has 19 seashells and she want to collect the 25 seashells. So how much left for the 25? To reach to the 25, from 19 to 25, how much seashell she want. So it will be a 25 seashell. So for this, what to do? So for this you have to cut 25 from 19. Cut the 19 number from 25. So you will get the digit that how many left to reach the 25. That is the compulsory, and my answer is a subtraction. This is the subtraction, right students? Now this is the answer. No need to solve it, but subtraction is the correct answer. Now the next one is, let's go for the next example. Here is the next example, which is example number 3. Brad has 17 balloons. How many balloons he have? 17 balloons. 8 balloons are red and the rest are green. So the question is, how many green balloons does Brad have? So how we can find out that how many balloons are green, because 8 are red, so we have to find out how many are green. So from the 17, 8 are red. So to find out how many are green, we have to cut 8 from the 17. So the question answer is subtraction. Now, thank you so much students for watching this video. We will meet in the next lecture. Thank you. So now students, let's continue this topic with the example number 4. Here is the next example for you. So let's read the question first very carefully. So here is, there are 38 books on the shelf. Please read the question very carefully. There are 38 books on the shelf. Now Martha put 10 more books. Already 38 books were there, and Martha is putting 10 more books on the shelf. And after she is putting 10 more books, her mom put 4 more books on the shelf. So the question is, how many books are on the shelf now? So what the question is asking to us, what we have to give as an answer in this question. So if you noticing this, that already there were 38 books on the shelf, then 10 more books on the shelf, and her mom put 4 more books and on the shelf, right? So total there are 38 books, then Martha is putting 10 more books, and then 4 books more we have to count. So if we have to count all these books together, so what we have to do? It is a addition, it is a subtraction, or it is a multiplication. What is it? So my answer is that this is the addition sum. No need to calculate the sum, but this is the addition sum, because there is total 38 books which is already there, right? Then Martha put 10 more books, so you have to add 38 plus 10. Then her mother put 4 more books, so 38 plus 10 is equal to 48, plus 4 is equal to 52. So total, if you want to count a total books, so it is compulsory to add the numbers. So the answer is addition. You have to just make a circle, put circle on the addition sign. Then the next one. So let's read the question first. Here is a bee. You know about the bee, that housefly. A bee has 6 legs. I hope that you will understood about the bee, which is housefly or honeybee, which we are talking about that bee. We are just count that bee in the insect. So a bee has 6 legs. How many legs do 8 bees have? So there is a 6 leg 1 bee have. So total there is these types of 8 bees are there. So if you count all the legs together of that 8 bees, so total how many legs were there? 1 bee has 6 legs. Just understood the question. 1 bee has 6 legs. So how many legs do 8 bees have? That is the main question. So what to do? So it is a addition sum, it is a subtraction sum or it is a multiplication sum. Which operation we have to follow? Which we have to follow? It is addition, subtraction or multiplication. So we have to go with the multiplication. You have to just multiply 6. One bee has 6 legs. So there is this types of 8 bees are there. So 6 8s are, or 8 6 are, you can also do it. So total you will get the answer that how many legs does the 8 bees have. So my answer is multiplication. Understood? I hope that you are understood this concept, that what to do and how to understand the question, that how you can decide that which operation will be followed, that addition, subtraction or multiplication. Now the question number 6 is there. Let's read the question first. I buy 4 packs of 10 hot dogs. Just listen the question just carefully, that I buy 4 packs of 10 hot dogs. It means there is a 10 hot dogs in one pack. So these types of 4 packs are there. How many hot dogs in total? So what to do? There is a 10 hot dog in one pack. So these types of 4 hot dogs are there. So my answer is multiplication. Because if you understood, there is a one pack and there is 10 hot dogs in one pack. So these types of 4 bags are there, 4 packs are there. In the second pack also 10 hot dogs. In the third pack also a 10 hot dogs. And in the fourth pack also a 10 hot dog. So how you can count it? So students, this is the multiplication is the right answer. So we have to go with the multiplication only. Now the question number 7 is, in a racing game I score 5 points on level 1. You all are playing video games because the vacation is going on since a long time, right? And during the lockdown you are also playing so many video games, right? So you know about the levels and about the video games very well. No need to clear what is the level in the video games, right students? So as we talk about that, you all know about the levels and score about the video games very well, right? So in a racing game I score 5 points on level 1 and the 6 point on level 2. How many points have I scored in total? So in the first level you got the 5 points and in the second level you got the 6 point. So total how many points you get, you have to count it. So for this what to do? How you can just count it, that how many points you covered by completing the level 2 levels, right? So for this you have to add the numbers, right? Because on the first level you are getting the 5 points and after completing the level 2 you are getting the 6 points. So to get a total score you must go with the addition sign. What to do? You must go with the addition sign. I hope that you understood everything. Now the next question is, my favorite music track on YouTube. So YouTube is not a new word for you, right students? You all are watching this video on the YouTube and you all know that you all are watching your favorite cartoons, movies and all the things on the YouTube. So you all know that episodes and the videos is minutes will be there, that how many the long video is this. It is maybe about the 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes as per the video, right? So here is my favorite music track on YouTube is last 4 minutes. How long it will take me to listen it 4 times? So I like one video which is a 4 minute long. Just understood the question. I liked one video which is 4 minute long and I want to just watch the video 4 times. This video is 4 minute long and I want to watch it 4 times. So How many minutes I take to watch that video 4 times? Just listen one thing very carefully. That video is 4 minutes long and I want to watch it for the 4 times. So how many time I will take to listen it 4 times? So for this what to do? The video is 4 minutes long and I want to listen it 4 times. So for this you have to multiply 4 with 4 because the video is 4 minutes long and I want to watch it 4 times. So it will take a 16 minute because 4 fours is equal to 16. So it will take a 16 minute. So this way you have to just complete this sum. Now the next one is tiger builds a tower which is 10 inches tall. Flame's tower 5 times taller. How tall is Flamer's tower? So tiger is building the tower which is 10 inches tall and Flamer's tower is 5 times taller than the Flame's tower. So what to do? How to count that? Which operation we have to follow? So for this 5 times it means the multiplication. So the answer for this sum is a multiplication. Now the next sum is how many legs do 5 cats have? How many legs do 5 cats have? So here you can see the picture of the cat. So how many legs do one cat have? Yes, one cat have 4 legs, right students? So we have to count that 5 cats have how many legs? So we have the leg number that one cat have 4 legs. So 5 cats have 20 legs because 5 fours are 20. So what we do? We do multiplication. So the answer for this sum is a multiplication. Now the question number 9 is Captain Salamander eats 2 worms a day. How many will he eat in a week? So he every day eat 2 worms. So in a week how many worms he will eat? So 2 sevens are 14. So there is a 7 days in a week and he is eating 2 worms in a day. So you have to multiply 7 with 2. So the multiplication sum will be there. So I just circle on the multiplication sign. Then the next is a rocket firework explodes into 5 stars. Whenever you fire the cracker, if you see the cracker after firing, it will go in the sky and this types of star will explode and you can see it's look very beautiful. So how many star will 7 rockets make? 1 rocket make the 5 stars. So 7 rockets will make 7 fives are 35. So it will make a 35 stars. Now textbook exercise. Let's solve the textbook exercise. Here is the question number A is there. A circus was decorated with some big red balloons and some big blue balloons. Right, circus is decorated with some red balloons and some blue balloons. How many more red balloons? How many more red balloons were than blue balloons? So how we can find out which balloons are more than which? So here I am showing the picture. See this is the circus picture you can see. So here is some balloons you can see here as my red dot you can see. So here is the balloons you can see this, right? So the question is how you can count that which balloon is more than which. So for this you have to go with the subtraction. So if you just minus some red balloons from the blue balloons, so you will get the proper digit that which balloon is more than which balloon. Now the question number B is there. Several people came for the afternoon show, for the circus show, right? Many more people came for the evening show. How many people came for both shows? So some people will come in the afternoon show. Suppose it is a 50%. Then some many more people come in the evening show. Suppose it is a 58% will come for watching the show. So total how many people will come to show? So for this you have to go with the addition, because to count all the things together, all the peoples together for both the shows, so you must go with the addition sign. Now the question number C is there. Some jugglers were tossing colorful balls up in the air. If each juggler had the same number of balls, how many balls were there in all? So here is the juggler. If you don't know about the jugglers, here I am showing you one video for the jugglers. The person is playing with the balls this way. You can call it a juggler. Now, so if one juggler had 5 balls or 6 balls, so that type of 6 jugglers were there and each has 6 balls. So how you can count? You have to count with the multiplication sum. Now the question number D is there. Some clowns come in group in the circus ring. If group had the same number of clowns, how many clowns were there in all? So what is the meaning of clown? So here is some picture of the clown. This is the clowns. So if some clowns came into the group in the circus ring, so if each had the same number of clowns, how many clowns were there? So my answer is multiplication. Now thank you so much students for watching this video. Please do revision. Please prepare well for the today's exam. So stay home, stay safe, give the exam. Now bye bye students, wait for the next video.